are a lot of reasons books end up sitting in people's TBRs way too long. Sometimes for me, it's because I lost interest in the book, or maybe it's because it's a book in a series and I forgot what happened in the first books. Or maybe because I'm intimidated by the book. And I figure you might have some of the same reasons. But have you ever postponed reading a book that you were actually really excited about because you wanted to save it? Because you wanted to make sure that you read it at that exact perfect moment? Because you didn't want to taint your experience of reading what is probably an amazing book? Because I've definitely done that. And I'm actually currently doing that with a few books. I really want to read Arcadia, but I also really don't, because I know that the story is so intricate that I'm going to want to dedicate proper time and focus on it before I start reading it, and I don't think I have that right now. I also really want to read Night Film, but I also don't, because I'm not totally sure if it's a type of book I'd want to read right before sleeping. And right now, most of the time I have for reading is before sleeping. And I also really want to read Etiquette and Espionage, but of course, I also don't, because I know that this is a prequel series and everyone says that the best way to read it is after you read the original series, and I want to read it right. I worry about these things because I hate the idea of possibly disliking a book because of something I could have controlled, because of something I'd done, because of something it wasn't the book's fault. I just feel like I owe it to the book to read it properly, you know? But is there really a proper way to read books? Is there really a perfect moment? Because sure, I want my reading experiences with these books to be the best that they can be. But what if, because of that, I never actually get around to reading the books because no moment seems perfect enough? I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing yourself and trying to know the book and applying what you know about yourself and the book to make your reading experience as good as it can be. But at the same time, sometimes you have to know when to stop waiting and just appreciate a moment that is not perfect, but is good enough, and just read the book that you're freaking excited to read anyway. Because when you're excited to read the book, sometimes the moment becomes perfect. You want to read the series in a way you're going to enjoy it? Well, if it's a good series, you're probably going to enjoy it even if you don't end up reading it the way everyone else reads it. You want to be able to read a book without dreaming about the creepiness of it after. Well, if you're really into it, you might not sleep anyway, so that's totally fine. You want to be able to find time to read a book? If you're really into a book, you're probably going to find time, even if it's to the detriment of your sleep, or your academics, or your social life. I'm sure you've been through that before. Stop stressing out about it. If it's a good book and you're excited to read it, you're going to enjoy it. And by you, I mean me, because I really need to stop worrying about trying to read my books at the perfect time and just read them. So have you ever worried unnecessarily about these sorts of things? If you have, please make me feel less weird by leaving a comment down below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!